悲しみが今セーラスマイ奇跡を起こすのセーラウィー誰だって輝く星を持つ負けない明日へセーラへ絶対捕まえるセーラスターこの誓い届け銀河まで
Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Kenny, and we're back with Sailor Moon Crystal Season 3, Act 31. And this is Michiru and Haruka, Sailor Neptune, and Sailor Uranus. You guys, look, if you guys happen to watch the original version, these two were total bitches. They were, oh my god, yeah. I loved them, but they were so bitchy. I mean, oh my god, I could not even fathom, soldiers versus soldiers. But these two put that to shame. I mean, they actually fought against Sailor Moon and her friends in the original version, and I mean it was not good. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. We start off where we left off, where they introduced themselves as Neptune and Uranus. Now Uranus and Neptune, they end up doing exactly what I just told y'all they did in the original version. They turned Mercury, Venus, and Mars. They asking questions. Are we on the same side? They're saying no. Uranus says just because we save you does not mean we're on the same side. Guys, it gets worse. Uranus uses Whirl shaking against them, and Neptune uses deep submerge against them. Knock them out, and they wake up back in the command center. Now, at this point, they're trying to figure out, are they friends or enemies? No one knows. They can't even figure out if they're friends or foe, but they're still trying to put two and two together or who they are. Usagi basically is trying to figure out who Uranus is. Mamoru, which is Tuxedo Mask, he finds out exactly who Sailor Neptune is. Once Sailor Neptune put that violin up to her chin, he knew exactly who she was. I mean, come on. Come on, guys. And see, what I like about them is because it doesn't take them long to figure out, who's a guardian and who isn't. Because in the original, it took them forever to figure out. They had to transform in front of each other before they could even figure it out. Here, they've been putting clues together, like, who is who. So at this point, they basically said, Minako said, "Look, there. Until we find out otherwise, they are enemies because they attacked us unprovoked and unnecessarily. So we got to keep our guards up." Usagi walks home. Well, actually, she doesn't walk home. She actually waits for Mamoru in the at the park, and lo and behold, who comes up behind her is Haruka. So Haruka comes behind her, and I guess Usagi says, "Look, why can't we be friends? Why can't we do this? I know who you are, Sailor Uranus. Don't leave." So Haruka comes back and say, "Look, I wish you could just know just know who I am, not that part of me." And so Usagi asked the question, "Are you man or woman? How should I address you?" Haruka said, "Can you just address me as me? Can you?" I'm just like, wow. Now, for those of you who don't really understand, Uranus has no gender. It could be man or woman. So the creator of the show, she actually fixed Uranus that way. outside of transformation, Uranus is a man. In battle, Uranus is a woman. But Uranus can be either or. So that's why you see Uranus the way you why you see Hardica the way you see her. So and Hardica is a woman, but technically she, prefers the term, the pronoun him. Anyway, so moving on. We get Vidaloo. She is the third witches of the witches five, and she's basically, trying to get army to, they're trying to figure out who are the Sailor Guardians. Not only that, they set up a trap to, come and take Army out. So, because they figure she's a Sailor Guardian. So, Ami goes over to Mugen High School. She gets invited. She goes in. She goes upstairs to one of the rooms. And Vinalu, excuse me, Yui Bidadu, she's there. And she lets Ami know to stay in there, stay in this class because she got, just wait for her here. Cardi Knight figures it out that she's a Sailor Guardian, and so does Vidaloo. Vidaloo, what she does is she basically she tries to catch her. She goes back to the room because Ami leaves the room. She destroys the camera and she leaves the room. She ends up going downstairs, which she has Haruka and Michiru following behind. So she goes into this room where it's what is it? Is test animals in there. I mean they're all over the place. So Vinu comes in and she basically, tries to take out Ami. Ami jumps out the window in one of the best transformation scenes you could ever wanted to see in this series. She jumps out the window and yells Mercury planet power make up. As soon as she does that, she goes into the water. She comes out, guys. I mean, when everybody first saw this, they were like, damn. I mean, that was one of the best transformation scenes. Um and so at that point, Mars and the rest they come out to help. So right before they got a chance to fight, you got Uranus and you got Michiru and Haruka coming in saying they're gonna quit. They're gonna have to drop out this school. They transforms in front of everyone and to show that who they are. They are Sailor Uranus and Sailor Neptune. So at this point, Uranus reveals the second talisman, which is the space sword. The space sword is able to generate a blast of miniature energy and turn them into sonic blades, and it takes out Vidu with ease. And at this point, they run off. Now we get this scene with Matoki and I forgot how to Raikuya. I can't remember how to pronounce his girlfriend's name. She goes downstairs and she sees in there that this particular lady is downstairs. Now, most of you don't know who she is by the color of her hair. I don't know what to tell you. She goes downstairs and she introduces herself, and because she asked her what she was, and she was like she's a freshman in the college program in the science program. So she introduces herself as Setsuna Mayo, which I know most of you know exactly who that is. And if you don't, I ain't nothing I can do. All right, guys, let me go and get this episode put up for you guys. I love you guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and come back and see your boy because I got more Sailor Moon content coming until Sailor Moon Eternal, which is season 4, comes out. So until next time, guys, I will see you guys later.